intend to hit me with that thing. So we'll be looking forward to it. But
Yeah.
we got a set coming up right now: MouseRat and Sentinel.
MouseRat, yeah, I do know is a Pikachu player. And Sentinel, am not familiar with, but I think I heard R.O.B coming from the game audio. So, a bit of a higher level character-wise, higher tier characters. How good you think Pikachu is, I feel like, is very dependent on the person, because a lot of people think he's like the top tier. Some of them think he's just the most, he's the best mid tier. It's really dependent on who you ask. But R.O.B, I feel like everyone agrees, kind of really good. Kind of really good.
Yeah, I think he's all right. You know, he's got arguably the best projectile in the game in Gyro, and he has the ability to blow this rat up at egregious percents. But you know, same thing happens both ways. R.O.B is still a big guy, combo food. So we'll have to see how this matchup runs.
Yeah,
Game
probably
1.
starting PS2. Yep.
Yeah, it's the only stage in the game after all.
I mean, you sometimes will see the alternate skins in small battlefield, but really not here, as this matchup is going to be very dependent on how well the T-Jolt is honestly going to be used, because T-Jolt as a projectile is one of the best to cover stages. It allows for, obviously easier approaches, but it makes your opponent scared at all times, because if you're able to approach as well, having an approaching projectile, you have to watch out for some things.
Ooh, and Sentinel has MouseRat stuck at that ledge, finally able to get back in, and we're just seeing MouseRat finally find himself in with the quick attack, but Sentinel making sure that he is safe, but won't be safe from that F smash. Loses first stock there.
Yeah, we saw the retreating fair there, which is nice for Pikachu. It's kind of disjointed enough that where you can fade back far enough, and that F smash is really big. And Sentinel tried to down tilt out of it, which is fast. However, it is not that big enough where it's going to be able to hit Pikachu and prevent that F smash from hitting.
Yeah, of course not. And pressure getting packed on. MouseRat getting a whole bunch of extra credits. Got 43%, and will dodge that spin by Sentinel.
And the up air is going to take a
up air.
123. Doesn't feel like it should have killed. Although Pika is light, and we are on the smallest ceiling height on the stage list, so not totally an ordinary to get that one there.
Yeah, no, and you know, Pikachu is light, so not too surprising of a kill as down tilt's coming out and showing why it's such a great move. Still has MouseRat at this ledge, Sentinel does.
And these nairs are actually coming out quite well, because we're not seeing the early hits that are getting it, but the last few hits are just still damaging MouseRat whenever they try to come in and attempt to punish it.
Yeah, and air dodge is crazy, but MouseRat still having a rough time taking these stocks. However, unable to get the conversions on these kills, and Sentinel will take MouseRat's second.
Yeah.
He's got a decent lead and only a heavy guy.
Yeah, 113, and Pika as a character, one of the biggest downfalls that this character has had is their struggle to kill sometimes, unless you're able to get an early combo move or you're able to actually edge guard. And R.O.B as a character, is heavy, so not likely to die early. But also they have one of the best recoveries in the game, so good luck trying to get that. What?
What? Wow.
That's not even his kill throw.
Just disappeared off the screen all the same. I want to say that maybe he had a little bit of rage on him, but not.
A little bit of rage, but
I don't even think that was enough.
It was mostly DI there.
Yeah.
But I mean, you got the stock, so if you're MouseRat, that's better than having to waste a lot of your early combo moves or even early kill setups, getting stale. So you're still down by quite a bit, but it's not the worst position to be in.
Yeah, he's got that first back air and a regrab, so he's not in too bad a spot. Still holding Sentinel as he gets a down tilt. Down smash misses by just a hair on his pixel. That was insane.
Yeah, you're able to just avoid it just a little bit. But we have seen this is around that average percent where we're seeing MouseRat die. You have to get off this ledge, and that's kind of hard to do versus R.O.B. Great only single use of that LP there.
Yeah, and MouseRat's doing a great job of using these T-Jolts to kind of redirect Gyro into a better positioning that helps him get back on stage and be safer, but that up air, you're not safe at any point if you're in that thing. Sentinel's going to take game 1.
Yeah, and we did see MouseRat get off to that early start. The main issue with R.O.B, though, like we talked about it, quite good of a character. That damage you get starts racking up early, and if you can't kill him, you're going to die early because there's a lot of like those rage-based moves, or even just his giant hitboxes that we saw with that up smash right there.
Yeah.
So, yeah, let's see this. He's 126. You don't die there. That was pure DI.
Ooh, yeah, that was the I need to get up out of here DI.
Mom made chicken nuggets.
Exactly. You know, maybe he was like, I'm up a stock. I don't even need the DI here. We'll figure it out later. And evidently he did. Game 2, we're gonna run it right back to PS2. So
Yeah,
once again, only stage in the game.
It didn't feel like a bad stage pick either. It wasn't. We weren't seeing a lot of things miss because we were on PS2. But if I was on FP, it would have hit at situations. We were just seeing the straight outplay sometimes, or just early kills.
Absolutely, and you know, while it's like not a bad choice for either character, both of these characters would love PS2. I guess I'm a man of, you know, mixing it up a little bit, just a counter pick for the sake of it, just because you lost on it, you don't even want to go back there.
Yeah, PS2, I will say, is a equal neutral stage if you play a top or high tier, and that's not even fully true. The idea that PS2 is like the most even stage in the game is pure top tier propaganda.
Yeah, actually, it is. It's like the most propaganda thing that I've heard since this game started, and I feel like we've all fallen for it. And here we are, as the spin's gonna take that first stock for Sentinel. He's on that 143 though.
Yeah, and I do like that Saibi did reflect the T-Jolt, but T-Jolt also doesn't do knockback, so I think that kind of threw MouseRat off just enough for that Saibi to continue going on and hit him for it. What are you gonna do here?
Yep, gonna get the up tilt and catch boom.
Died at 99 after the hit. You tried mixing it up without mashing, but unfortunately you still didn't mash out fast enough in time for that second up tilt. And we're just gonna see a lot of these loose attempts to try to find a kill move. And we talked about Pika can struggle with these higher percents to find a kill. If that dash attack isn't killing, it is gonna be a struggle.
Yeah, and you know, mind you, as Sentinel continues to rack up this extra credit, he was at 143 at the start of MouseRat's second stock and did not lose a percent. He's only taken 20% since then, and MouseRat is down an entire stock. It's looking a little rough at the moment. Seems like Sentinel's got the download, especially with this non-counter pick that he's running.
Oh no, what are you gonna do here? Yeah, you're too high percent there for up here to follow up, but you're down a full 3 stocks, pretty much. Like most of what I even think like a up there with rage would take it there, but you stopped the bleeding a little bit. Unfortunately, you know, you kind of bled a ton or by this point. So
yeah, but you know,
it's a start.
Yeah, some like to think that at this point it's just extra rage, and you can't do wrong with that. We always enjoy a little bit of that rage.
You are really prone to die a lot of these R.O.B, like random R.O.B moves. You can't, if you get caught by a nair, you're going to die to like the strong hit, or maybe even a mid-stage Saibi that could take it, but it's not going to just yet.
Yeah, good DI on MouseRat, and very lucky of him to be sent to the good half of the stage. So he'll be chilling on this ledge at 177, got hit by a gyro, and it's looking a little rough. He's still made it back on, got a back air, and he's in a decent position. Good parry.
Yeah, you have to find a way to avoid getting grabbed, getting F-tilted, honestly. That would have been cool.
And
that would have been cool.
Whoa, that was... I messed with it. You got pretty much, he's playing with house money here, and Gyro here to save his life. Player 3, he's playing for the wrong team.
Down tilt did that? Yeah,
down tilt.
You're gonna die next hit. You're dying next like strong hit. If down tilt sending you out that far.
Yeah, actually. And MouseRat 214 trying to chill but won't be able to. He catches the Nair, and that'll do it. Sentinel a very close 2-0 over MouseRat.
Yeah, definitely felt like MouseRat started to pick up a little bit in that second half of game two, but unfortunately, you just started behind by so much. By the time you took Sentinel's first stock, you were already at like 100 yourself on your last stock. And against R.O.B, any character in this game is going to struggle to come back from that.
Yeah, having that Rob rage, it really does snowball. It was just unfortunate. MouseRat couldn't get those stocks eliminated,
Mhm.
but such is the way.
Yeah, we're seeing some of those highlights from game one there. I did feel like when that up smash, when Sentinel took that second stock with that up smash, the whole pace of the set just turned in his favor.
Mhm.
And MouseRat definitely struggled to find like more solid ground. But
Yeah, and we
yeah,
saw so many times. It's like, yeah, just
yeah,
get in. Sentinel was like doing a really good job of like catching MouseRat in the air. A lot of those, a lot of jump reads that he was getting.
yeah. And this was like it's weird because yeah, we saw that talking about that side the reflect kind of messed up MouseRat, but that was a MouseRat advantage game until he lost his first stock, and after that, Sentinel just didn't really give up on the pressure, and that foot stayed on the gas for the rest of it.
Yeah, and it's just one of those things that make you realize that Smash is a three-stock game, and it's also very, very cheesy. So, at no point are you ever really out of it. It's just a matter of, are you going to enforce this cheese?
Yeah, there's
And
an
some
error
do.
once again. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a game where it really doesn't matter how hypothetically it should go, because that's what is that going to do when you actually have to play the game? And if
Exactly.